Alrighty, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This channel is one for education, and we try to focus on things that you probably don't know anything about, things that have been suppressed, and they've even been suppressed by those who are the diggers, the ones who uh, tell you that their uh, information has been suppressed, but those same people turn right around and suppress other things, um, exposing their hypocrisy, sometimes on purpose and usually subconsciously, I guess. I don't know. And so that's where we are. And this is a segment that's called Your Blind Side. And that's kind of the attempt here is to recirculate that material, and hopefully somebody out there will pay attention because this is for their benefit. I have a lot of sympathy and empathy toward the anods and diggers and truthers out there, but at the same time, uh, they are suppressing my stuff. But there might be some of them out there that aren't doing that or that don't want to do that, and maybe they'll hear what I have to say, um, because I'm trying to guard their back, because I can see what's coming up, and it's not going to be pretty. The info war, in my opinion, has been won. The globalists have been defeated, and even if they haven't, they will be defeated here very soon. Um, we're either in full control, or we're in a mop up stage where it's just a matter of time. But unfortunately, what that means is that uh, the powers that be will be dethroned, but the patriots, diggers, anons, uh, will be the new powers that be. And unfortunately, they have not prepared a platform to move forward on that is airtight and seaworthy. It is just a bunch of false beliefs that they haven't examined. In particular, their religious beliefs um, have not been examined, their cultural beliefs, their civilizational beliefs, um, and even their, you know, um, kind of diet and health beliefs um, have not been examined. And so they're going to be ready to move forward here on a new, uh, a new, which is really an old uh, set of belief systems, which means that uh, and they've already shown that they are not really going to scrutinize their own beliefs, and that there's a lot of them that are just playing red team over blue team, and or us versus them, and they've already shown that they're more invested in watching the other side get punished than they are in really, you know, making sure that their side is um, airtight and you know, um, has will stand the test of scrutiny, of digging, and you know. Um, and so we're headed straight back to witch burnings, crusades, and um, inquisitions. And I'm pretty sure that quite a few of you think that's a good thing. So that is what I see as the big problem, is that there's a lot of you out there that really, really shouldn't be out there, and that you're identifying as some type of truther, but nothing could be further from the truth. You really are just either um, you've allowed yourself to kind of be fast and loose with the truth, or you're a complete psyop in the first place, or maybe you're just too weak to examine your own beliefs. But I wouldn't think so, because you've red pilled yourself uh, at least this far. There, you have to, in order to even get this far, you've had to red pill yourself on the Kennedy assassination, and on the Twin Towers, and things like that. So um, you would think that you would be at least willing, or see the utility of doing some digging. But um, this next level of digging is a little bit more difficult, because it's going to cut to the heart of your belief systems, and um, your upbringing, your civilization, and those things are going to be found to be psyops, and they're going to be found to be hoaxes, false flags, and not real. And so you're going to get the rug pulled out from under you, and hopefully we have enough time to kind of get you through the transition period, and get you ready to propose alternatives. And there all are alternatives out there. Um, I present a lot of them here on this channel. Um, but I um, would just say that the main, and I won't say it's the main area, but I think the main place to start is your religious books, in particular the New Testament of the Bible, which is a very obvious psychological operation. It was done by the Romans, and your whole belief systems are fake. They are as real as Santa Claus, and should be treated as such, and discarded immediately. Um, there's a common sense approach to this. Just look who the Romans were, how powerful they were, who actually had the ability to be writing back then. You can see a very clear motive of the Romans. You can see a very clear MO of the Romans. They've created a bunch of other religions at this time period, in this time period. Um, and you can see the fingerprints of the Romans all over the New Testament. First red flag should have been that it was written in Greek. And nobody seems to, on the Patriot side, nobody seems to be paying any attention to any of this. It seems like it's just completely not a huge, huge, huge blind spot. So you don't even have to believe me. Just check it out for yourself. Check out the work of Josephus, the Jewish Roman historian, but just check into it. Check out the work of Joseph Atwill, Caesar's Messiah, Michael Maniscatz's Shakespeare, Christianity's origin as a Flavian secrecy cult. Um, I feel like you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the movement to take this seriously because you should be a truther. And if your faith is strong enough, you would think that you would be able to withstand this amount of scrutiny. So, um, you know, that's all I really have to say. This is trying to watch your back because if this doesn't uh, wake you up, um, we're going to turn around 20 years from now, and there's going to be, you know, witch trials, um, witch burnings, and all kinds of everything else that has already happened um, in the past, and these excesses of enthusiasm, mania, um, fanaticism have not um, changed. It's just that you're not in power now. So when you're not in power, then you go with the martyrdom. You go with the, oh well, I've been so oppressed, or I'm, you know, you know, we are, and that's proof of how righteous our cause is, where nothing could be further from the truth. So keep an eye on it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, contribute, and remember uh, to watch your blind side.